Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look that she wore at the Golden Globes. I absolutely loved her makeup look. It was a really beautiful bronze look with a very defined winged out smoky eye. Makeup by Ariel on Instagram did this look on Kylie and I love his work. I've been following him for a while now. So when I saw he had glammed Kylie for this look, I wanted to recreate it. If you'd like to see how I did this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look, then please keep watching. I'm starting by priming my face with the Too Faced Hangover X primer and pressing that into the skin on my whole face. This really hydrates my skin too with the added coconut water in this product. I'm also taking the Makeup Forever smoothing primer and applying this to the center of my face and on my cheeks and nose where I have more larger pores. This will give your complexion a smoother finish before applying foundation. I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Barcelona and applying a few dots on my face first. Then taking my damp beauty blender to blend that onto the skin. Makeup by Ariel used the Benefit Hello Flawless foundation on Kylie. I don't have that foundation in my correct shade, so I used the NARS one, which gives a similar amount of coverage and a flawless finish for this look. Moving on to brows now, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pro Palette and taking the colour Dark Brown to fill in my brows. I'm using a spoolie first to brush up my brows and then applying the shadow with a MAC 266 angle brush. Kylie's brows were quite full but still looked natural, so I thought using a brow powder would work best. To set my brows in place, I'm taking the Anastasia Clear Brow Set and running that along the brow hairs. This will ensure my brows don't move around at all. To clean up the brow and give it a sharper finish, I'm taking some concealer on a MAC 193 concealer brush and running that along the bottom of the brow. To get the sharp wing for the eyeshadow look, I'm taking some sticky tape and lining it up from the outer corners of the eyes up towards the tail of the brow on a 45-degree angle. For an eyeshadow base, I'm using this MAC INDIANWOOD paint pot, which is a beautiful bronzed gold shade, and applying that all over the lid with a MAC 217 blending brush. This will help the eyeshadows we're going to use for this look to be more vibrant and shimmery. Taking this light brown shade from the Morphe 350 palette, I'm applying this above the crease and blending it up towards the brow with a MAC 224 large fluffy brush. This will be a transition shade for the darker colours I'll be using in the crease. Going into this Kylie BYBEL palette from BH Cosmetics, I'm picking up this peachy copper shade and pressing that all over the lid with a Morphe G26 synthetic brush. I love how vibrant this colour shows up in the eyes on top of the MAC paint pot. Kylie has a really peachy bronze look on the eyes with lots of shimmer, so I thought this colour was perfect. Taking this darker bronze shade on a MAC 217, I'm applying that in the outer V area on the eyelid and blending up and out towards the tail of the brow. I want to extend this colour out quite far to give that exaggerated sharp wing shape to the eyes. Going back into the 350 palette, I'm picking up this darker warm brown colour and blending that directly along the crease and outwards towards the brow. To highlight the brow bone, I'm mixing these light, matte and shimmer shades together and placing them underneath the brow with a MAC 219 pencil brush. Taking MAC Teddy Eye Kohl pencil, I'm running that along the top lash line as close to the lashes as possible. To darken up the lash line some more, I'm taking this black shade from the Tarte Tartelette palette and applying that along the outer half of the lash line with a MAC 266 angle brush. Kylie didn't have any liquid or gel eyeliner for this look, but she did have a darker lash line smoked out, so I'm taking a MAC pencil brush to smoke out the edges of the black eyeshadow. Now for the fun part, removing the tape to reveal a sharp winged eyeshadow look. I'm going to finish off the rest of the face makeup and come back to the eyes. To conceal and highlight the centre of the face, I'm using NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the colour Custard. Makeup by Ariel did use this concealer on Kylie, and she had very bright looking under eyes and highlights on the face. I'm applying this under the eyes in a triangle shape to highlight this whole area, as well as on the middle of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, the sides of the nose and the middle of the chin. Using my damp beauty blender once again, I'm blending all those highlighted areas out. Taking the MERCIER translucent powder, I'm going to set the highlighted areas of the face using the baking method. I'm taking a wedge-shaped sponge and picking up a fair amount of powder and pressing it directly on top of the concealer. This method gives a very flawless full coverage look to the skin, which Kylie Jenner definitely had in her makeup look. After leaving the powder to set on the skin for a few minutes, I'm taking a small powder brush to dust away the excess powder, leaving a flawless finish to the skin. To bronze up my skin, I'm using this Chanel Soleil Tan Cream Bronzer on a beauty blender and bronzing up the cheeks, temples and forehead. Kylie had a very bronzed complexion, so I'm going in with a cream first and I'll then use a powder bronzer to set on top and give a darker tanned look. I'm also taking this bronzer on a Zoeva 142 buffer brush to contour the sides of the nose. Glow to the skin, I'm using the Josie MARAN Argan Illuminizer and pressing that onto the high points on the cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose. This will just give a really natural glowing look to the skin. To bronze up the skin, I'm using the Makeup Forever Bronze Fusion in the colour 30M and applying that directly over the top of the cream bronzer with a MAC 168 angled contour brush. This bronzer is so amazing. The formula is incredible. It's a smooth finish bronzer, so it's not powdery looking, and it just glides beautifully on top of the cream bronzer and doesn't look patchy. I absolutely love this bronzer. To give a more radiant bronze look to the skin, I'm adding some of the Balm Betty Illuminizer lightly over the cheeks and above the brows on the forehead. For highlighter, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator and applying this on top of the cheekbones, down the center of the nose, the tip of the nose and the cupid's bow with the Anastasia highlighter brush. I'm adding some MAC Peaches blush to the apples of the cheeks with a Morphe E4 brush. Kylie had a peachy look to her cheeks, so this colour looks really beautiful, tied in with the peachy bronze eyeshadow colours. Moving back to the eyes, I'm curling my eyelashes with this Tarte eyelash curler. Then adding a few coats of the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara to my top lashes. For her lashes, Kylie had very natural, longer looking lashes, so I'm using these red cherry lashes in the style number 43 and applying those with a pair of tweezers in the center of the eye, then pressing down the inner and outer corners. To cover over the lash band, I'm applying some more of that Tarte black eyeshadow on a MAC 266 angled brush. Going back in with the darker bronze shade from the Kylie BYBEL palette, I'm extending the wing of the eyeshadow out some more and making it a little bit more diffused. Using the MAC Teddy Kohl pencil, I'm lining the waterline with this. Kylie had a shimmery dark brown shade in her waterline, so this colour was perfect. Taking that same dark bronze shade once again, I'm blending this along the lower lash line with a MAC pencil brush. Kylie had a bright soft gold highlight in the inner corners of the eyes, so I'm using the Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator on a MAC 221 small blending brush. Now for the lip colour, I'm lining my lips with MAC STRIPDOWN lip pencil. The lip colour Kylie wore was a soft nude peachy brown colour, so I'm using STRIPDOWN, which is a soft brown colour, to first line my lips. I'm taking Dose of Colours Truffle liquid lipstick and applying that all over the lips. This is a beautiful peachy brown shade. To make the lips a bit more nude, I'm applying MAC Creme de Nude lipstick over the top. Kylie had a creamy finish to her lips, so I'm applying Dose of Colours Undressed Lip Gloss, which is a soft creamy nude colour. To add a glow to the lips, I'm pressing a little bit of Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator to the centre of the lips with my finger. To finish off this look, I'm spraying MAC Fix Plus to give a dewy glow to the skin. This is the final look. I really hope you like this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look from the Golden Globes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!